A question that often comes back from time to time is, can you show all your characters? I don't think I'll be able to show them all, but I should be able to show a whole bunch of them today. I have a lot of characters and a lot of armories, so I will make two videos, one video for the hero characters, and I'll make a video a bit later with my villain characters. So let's start with what is pretty much my default multiverse look. For the cape, I would usually go for the classic cape, but I kind of like the new the House of L 2019 cape. Of course, the M emblem is M for Multiverse, obviously, and so is the M suit. So if I was to pick a single look for what my Multiverse character is supposed to look like, this would be it. But this being the Multiverse, obviously I can take the appearance of any characters in the Multiverse. Here I made a pretty cool looking version of our friend the Space Ghost. I'm using the black neon chroma, which allows us to create a pretty darn good looking Space Ghost. Ironically enough, I'm using the black neon chroma, but the character is mostly white. But it allowed me to have a nice shiny white with this material. And of course, I made a Dawnbreaker with the helicopter accessory. I love this little helicopter. I got it for my Green Lantern character as well. Sadly, my Green Lantern character does not have access to the Dawnbreaker headpiece just yet. So I'll probably keep this Dawnbreaker armory at least for a bit with this character. And last but not least with this character is my Superman Prime. Basically, this is Superman from Superman 1 million. It's I could recreate it with my Superman character, sort of. The only issue is that I don't have the Fallen God chest piece just yet. It's the only way to be able to get a nice Superman emblem that is gold. Basically, I'm using this is all made with the gold material, and it's the only way to get a really nice gold Superman emblem. And the House of L 2019 works perfectly for that. And also, this is sadly my only character I think that has the full Scorching Aura. Actually, I may have a villain character that has the Scorching Aura. Sadly, my Superman character only has a partial version with the Scorching Aura. So this is only the only character I have that can truly recreate a nice Superman 1 million. Now let's take a look at a few of my other armories. Of course, you have the Question Armory that you saw me use quite a few times in past videos. Batman Armory is always a must. Someone asked for a classic Superman, like a Superman first appearance. I'm still wondering how I'll make that video. I'll have to give it some more thoughts. I'd like to make a Daredevil video. We got a few materials that allow us to make a nice Daredevil character. Of course, some of you guys may remember my Optimus Prime that I used not too long ago. There's our friend Shazam. And we can create a pretty darn good version of Captain Atom, as you can see. And now we got the blue metallic material, the red metallic material, and the shimmer material for the everything else. Here we have our nice Hawkman armory. I'm toying with a sort of Batman Who Laughs. I'm still working on that one. The same with a Batwoman type character, or a male Batwoman, I suppose, in this case. So let's take a look at some other characters. So here we have our friend the Red Hood. Although I tweaked the look a bit, I'm not using the Red Hood gloves or shoulders. I'm using the Batman Beyond gloves, the Spindrift shoulders, and the belt is the Harley Quinn bombshell belt. But everything else is pretty much the Red Hood set of gear that we have in DC Universe Online. Of course, this being Jason Todd, I had to make a Robin armory. I had to. I had no choice. There's probably a few ways I could customize this look a bit better. I guess I'm gonna have to start farming for new styles for my little Robin guy. I'll have to give it some thoughts. And of course, Jason Todd is also the Arkham Knight. I've been trying to come up with an idea for an Arkham Knight video, and I just couldn't do it so far. I'm gonna make an Arkham Knight video at some point. I just don't know exactly how I'm going to do it just yet. But this is about as close to the Arkham Knight as I was able to get so far, although I should probably experiment a bit more in order to try to do so. And next we have the Spectre. This is pretty much a character that I kind of like to use during the Halloween seasonal. Although I have to admit, didn't use it very much in the last seasonal. I'm gonna have to remedy that at some point. And of course, I had to give him the White Lantern emblem because I had to. And using some of the Halloween seasonal styles like the skeleton chest piece, I guess this could be the Black Lantern version, although not really. This is the actual Spectre headpiece that we have in the game. And the tailored cloak kind of works with it. But I have to admit, I kind of prefer the classic version that you see in the armory. But I wanted a different look for my second armory, and this is it, it seems. Next, we have our friend Aquaman. I kind of love the gold, using the gold material with that character. It is fitting somehow. And we have the Seafoam aura. I love this aura. Although I wish I could replace it with the bubble aura. The bubble aura looks even better, but the Seafoam aura looks pretty neat. And it's an aura we got for free, so can't really complain. And we can create a little bit more classic version of the character, although I'm using the iridescent material, which is, I guess it should be more. I should probably use a green one, a green material. Oh well. So even with just a few pieces of style, we can create a good-looking Aquaman. Although there are a few pieces of Aquaman gear that you can get with the Atlantis DLC. But here I'm able to use the Aqualad leg piece to be able to have those little fins in the back of the character's legs. And next we have Sandwalker, another character that really can use the gold material and look good. Although I have to admit, I haven't played the character very much in this past year. Like I'm gonna have to change that and play him a bit more. Although I kind of like the look he has right now. But maybe I could upgrade it with styles that I haven't thought of yet. We'll have to wait and see. And next we have Supergirl with her friend Crypto, of course. I love the little dog. I was able to use the chroma material we got as a gift last fall to be able to make her literally the Girl of Steel. It's not exactly the classic look of the character, but it's close enough. At some point, they made Supergirl a Red Lantern, so I thought it would be fitting to give her a Red Lantern armory. I toyed with the idea of giving her Red Lantern powers, but decided against that. And this is kind of sort of the look she had in the TV show, at least for quite a while. But they gave her a new costume last season. And they made it a big deal of having her wear pants for some reason. I don't understand that. It's as if women are forbidden from wearing pants for some reason, and when they wear pants, it's a big event. It may be a regional thing. Where I'm from, women have been wearing pants for pretty much all my life, so for the past almost 50 years. So I'm not sure why it's a big deal when women wear pants nowadays. And this is pretty much my Dick Grayson, Oliver Queen character. Basically, I have two armories with Dick Grayson. I'll show you the other one next. And two armories with our friend Oliver Queen. Here you can see the Robin look is a bit more updated than the Jason Todd one. Although I guess I should try to get the little elf boots for Jason Todd, but I might try to do something else. Of course, the T-shirt is the Red Robin T-shirt, but it's as close to the Robin shirt as we have at this point in time. Until they give us a proper Robin shirt, this is pretty much it. And this is the Oliver Queen, straight from, I think this is the suit from season 4 of Arrow. And it is pretty much a spot on. They literally recreated the look of our friend Oliver Queen from the Arrow TV show. So it was a nice treat when we got that in some time capsules. Although ironically enough, even though it is the official Oliver Queen Green Arrow set of gear, they gave us also an official Green Arrow emblem, which sadly we cannot use on the Green Arrow set of gear. So if you want to use the Green Arrow emblem, you have to make another Green Arrow set of gear. I made sort of a Green Arrow the Longbow Hunter, although I just realized I'm kind of missing the beard. I probably should add that at some point. And here's my Manhunter character. Obviously I could not call it Manhunter, sadly. I wanted to have a Red Lantern character. I had another Red Lantern character, but I turned him into an atomic using character. And I thought, let's make a Red Lantern that is also a Manhunter. And I made also a mishmash of the Paul Kirk Manhunter and the Robot Manhunters. Let's take a look at the other look, it'll make more sense. Here I don't have all the Manhunter styles. I came up with something that was, again, sort of a cross between the Robot Manhunter and a Red Lantern. I should probably update the look a bit. I've completed the Manhunter style quite some time ago, so I could probably upgrade this style. I'll have to give it some thoughts. And this here is my Batman from my Batman walkthrough. I wasn't really planning on using this character past level 30, but some of you guys asked if I could keep on playing with him. I haven't done so in a while, but I'm gonna have to play a bit more with him in 2020. We'll have to wait and see for that. Although I will probably play it to a point, and then I'll kind of replace it with my other Batman character. Let's take a look at that Batman character right now. I probably could play with my other Batman character until I reach this combat rating 132, and then at combat rating 132 I would switch to using this character and continue my walkthrough with this character. I guess I'm gonna have to wait and see for that. But as you can see, we can create a pretty darn good looking Batman at this point in this universe online. Actually, we can create quite a few. I'll show you a few other examples in just a minute. And as always, I'm not sure why the little bat plane goes into stealth mode if the camera gets too close. It happens. And this is sadly as close to creating the Batman from the 70s, early 80s, or most of the 80s actually. I wish we could have some skin color around the mouth, but what can you do? Otherwise, this would be pretty much spot on with that version of the character. Obviously, the gloves would need 3 fins as opposed to only 2, but I often say within the context of DC Universe Online, you do the best you can with the styles that you have, and it applies in this case. I'm not too crazy about this look. Basically, I made a mishmash of a whole bunch of Batman armors. I'm gonna have to work on it a bit more. And this is my flying Batman armory. This is the one character that doesn't have flying that I was able to get the Joker jetpack from the vault. So I'm able to switch from flying to acrobat with this character, but it's one of the few characters that actually did get the Joker jetpack that does not already fly. And I have a few other armories. Obviously, I had to have a Robin armory with this character. Here you can see the Dark Spectre armory. the Daring Vigilante Armory, the Batman Beyond Armory, but we'll see a Batman Beyond character in just a bit. And I have a few more over here. So here's with the Batman hoodie from Batman Day in 2017. Here we have the BVS emblem. Basically, it's the same look I have right now. Right now I'm using the Batman yellow oval, but I also have the BVS emblem. And here we have the Bat hoodie that we can get from the vault. And the future Batman style. This is the enhanced version of the future Batman style. And of course, this is my Batman Beyond character with the almost official Batman Beyond style. I'm cheating a bit and I'm using the Spindrift shoulders so that I can have some extra Batman emblem on the character. And also the idea with this character was that I wanted to have a flying Batman character. It's pretty much that simple. And at the time, my Batman character did not have the Joker jetpack. In retrospect, I probably should maybe respect this character into something else and only keep my Batman character. I'll have to give it some thoughts. And I tried to upgrade the look a bit with a mishmash of different Batman armor. But at this point, this character is a bit redundant. And next we have the Phantom, the ghost who walks. This was pretty much my first main character. Basically, I created half a dozen characters. I would create a character, didn't like it, delete it, create another character. And this was like the 6th attempt of creating a character in DC Universe Online. Basically, I would create characters, didn't like them very much, and it took me a while to find a character that I actually did enjoy, and it was our friend the Phantom. And as you can see, you can create a pretty darn good version of our friend the Phantom in DC Universe Online. But even way back when DC Universe Online was brand new, yeah, I didn't have the 2 pistols on the character's hip. I had different boots, but already way back when, we could create a pretty darn good looking Phantom character. I kind of made a little bit more armored version of the character that was either part of the Justice League or even Checkmate. It would make some kind of sense for the Phantom to be part of Checkmate. But if we follow the logic of Justice League Unlimited, he could have been in the Justice League as well if he was in the DC Universe, which he was for a short bit. There was a miniseries in the late 80s, early 90s. And then afterwards, there was an ongoing series that sadly only lasted 13 issues. But for a bit, DC did publish the adventures of the Phantom. And if you're wondering why a red Phantom, originally the Phantom was published in black and white, and when it was decided to publish the adventures of the Phantom in colors, the logical step would have been to give him a green costume since he has to camouflage himself in the jungle. But it worked a little too well. It was so well camouflaged that when they made the Phantom green, they would lose him on the green background. They realized that a green character on a green background wasn't a good idea. So they decided to make him pretty much the opposite, but somehow in the United States they made him purple. In Europe they made him red. But in the long run, the purple version is the one that lasted through time. But for quite a while, the Phantom was published with a red costume in Europe, at least in the 60s and 70s. And then I thought it might be fun to make a version of the Phantom using the skeleton style from the Halloween seasonal. And that's pretty much all the thought that went into making this version. But somehow I kind of like it. And then at some point, I decided to have a Doctor Strange character, so I just made one. We had a whole bunch of styles at the time. The Ra's al Ghul back piece was perfect for the character. Even the eye from the Daybreak emblem was perfect for the character. And I kind of cheated a bit and I'm using the gold material, but the gloves probably should be just a yellow. But I couldn't find a pair of gloves that gave the effect that I wanted. So using gold, I made some kind of sense in this case. For the aura, I just used something that looked magical, sort of, and this made some sort of sense. But then it became a Doctor Fate, Doctor Strange hybrid by giving him a Doctor Fate armory. Although the character is still fairly low level, combat rating 67, so there's a few items from Doctor Fate that I don't have access to just yet. But I was able to give him the Ankh accessory, so at least it looks like this. It looks close enough like our friend Doctor Fate. Yeah, I should probably use the Doctor Fate gloves and the belt, although I'm not sure I would use the Doctor Fate belt, come to think of it. I guess we'll have to wait and see. And here we have our friend Firestorm that I was able to upgrade using some chroma material. And I'm using the modular version of the Scorching Aura, which in this case is exactly what's needed. Doesn't exactly create the fiery effect that he has with his hair, but it's close enough. With this look, it's pretty obvious that this is Firestorm. And here I made a version using the atomic aura. I forget the actual name, the nuclear aura. And I'm using the Firestorm headpiece that we have in this universe online. But I'm not sure exactly. I kind of like it better with the material, but I'm still not sold on the headpiece. I tried to get a bit close to looking like Firestorm from the TV show, but without the actual chest piece, it's challenging to say the least. I guess I'm gonna have to farm some missions to try to get the Firestorm style. We'll have to wait and see for that. And next we have our friend Green Lantern. I was able to upgrade it with the little helicopter construct. I had to farm, I had to play the broker quite a bit in order to be able to get that construct, let me tell you that. But I was also able to get him the official Green Lantern material. One of the nice things we got with the chroma materials is that now we have an official Green Lantern material for our Green Lantern characters. Actually, we have an official material for all our lanterns, whether it's yellow lanterns, red lanterns, pretty much any lantern you can think of. Although I wish I had the Green Mystic aura for the full Green Mystic aura for my friend Alan Scott, but oh well. The modular version works well enough. And the Green Fireball accessories kind of fits with the theme of our friend Alan Scott. And this is my Dawnbreaker armory. Sadly, I don't have the Dawnbreaker headpiece. I guess I'm gonna have to level up my character if I want to be able to get the official Dawnbreaker style for this character. I'll have to give it some thoughts. Although the only real thing I really want is the headpiece. For the rest of the style, I would probably still use this style. And last but not least, the Alan Scott armor from Kingdom Come. Of course, I'm using the glowing material, except for the back piece. With the back piece, if I use the material, I'm going to lose the sword emblem on the back piece. And next we have our Flash character. I upgraded the look, at least one of his look, using the red metallic material. Although I wish we had like a yellow metallic material. the sinister material, it works fine, but I think a yellow metallic material would work better with this look. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see if they do give us a yellow metallic material in the future. But this character has pretty much an embarrassment of riches. It's one of the few characters I have that has the cosmic material. I probably made a mistake. I should have given the cosmic material to my Multiverse character, although at the time it was a Magneto character, so there was that as well. And I naively thought I could get at least one more cosmic material, but before I was able to purchase a cosmic material for my Multiverse character, it was too late. The material was either too expensive or it was no longer available. And here's a sort of White Lantern version that I made from my healing armory. This is the chroma material we got as a free gift not too long ago. And I think it kind of works to create a nice healer version of the Flash. And last but not least, my Jay Garrick armory. Although I kind of like to use the slimline mask, I know that Jay Garrick doesn't use that mask, but it kind of seems fitting somehow to keep the domino mask. It's what I was using for quite some time with other styles that I was using to create the Flash character. But as you can see, we can create a pretty darn good version of our friend Jay Garrick. There's a few other alternatives. I'll probably make a Jay Garrick video before long. I guess we'll have to wait and see. And this is the Superman character that I'm using for my Superman walkthrough. Sadly, for this poor little guy, once he reaches level 30, I'll probably play a handful of missions afterwards to show a few examples of what happens once you reach level 30. But I probably won't keep that character around forever. And the reason for that is quite simple. I already have a Superman character. And as you can see, I've upgraded my Superman with the blue metallic material. Ah, poor Crypto. I probably should have gotten the red metallic material for the boots and the belt. Oh well, the blue metallic will have to do. The blue metallic material pretty much create a perfect version of our friend the New 52 Superman. Although I saw statues of the New 52 Superman with the black costume, and I loved it. Basically, I saw a statue of Superman in his New 52 costume, but with colors pretty much spot on like this. Ah, poor Crypto. So I really wanted to create an armory using that look, and black looks really nice on the styles of DC Universe Online. So whenever you add black and red work together, work really great. And of course, there is the classic Superman. Although I wish we had a slimline chest piece that has a bigger emblem, but what can you do? The better option right now is the Stalwart Defender chest, but there's a whole bunch of lines as you can see. But this is about as close to the classic Superman as we can get at this point in this universe online. Probably could use... there we go. The Quicksuit belt is a bit better to be able to recreate the classic version of Superman. So within the context of this universe online, this is about as close to the classic Superman as we can get right now. Some of you guys often ask when will we get a new Superman emblem. The truth is, I have no idea. If we're lucky, maybe we'll get some new emblems in 2020. Sadly, at this point, all we can really do is wait and see what we get. So as you can see, some of my characters changed quite a bit since the last time I made this type of videos. But some of my other characters, I guess I haven't played them enough, or I haven't upgraded them enough. I'll have to try to do a bit better in 2020. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. And that is pretty much it for now, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to ask so in the comment section down below, and I'll see what I can do about answering your questions. I have roughly 2,000 videos about this universe online, so if I don't answer your question right away, just search in my videos. Odds are I already made a video that answers your question. And that is pretty much it for now, guys. So as always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.